In this week's episode, the Packers and the Cowboys have a showdown in the desert. However, they took the word draw too literally. We still have a few winless teams almost a month into the season. Which of them will be first to win? The Giants finally get a win with Jackson Dart at the helm, but they lose Malik Neighbors to that good old MetLife turf. Can they continue to win without their superstar receiver? And finally, Indiana Jones and the Colts fall to the Rams. I am devastated. All that and more will be discussed coming up. So lace up your cleats, put on those pads, because it's time to milk the clock. Hello everyone, I'm Will.
I'm John.
And I'm JT.
And here we are, going into week 5.
How time flies.
Crazy, man.
This was definitely one of the more interesting weeks in the NFL, to say the least.
Yeah, a lot of fun stuff that happened this week.
We had a lot of good games, a lot of mid games, a lot of disappointing games, but we'll all get there eventually.
Yep.
But we'll start the week off like we always do, talking about good old Thursday night football. Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh yeah, so the Cardinals Seahawks game. It was pretty boring. It wasn't crazy. I mean, the only thing, like, Marvin Harrison just didn't know how to play football in the first half, and then decided that he remembered how to play football in the second half, which is kind of cool. I love Marvin Harrison. But yeah, nothing crazy. Other than the field goal at the end. He missed a field goal before and then made a field goal at the end. I don't know. That's really all I have to say about this game, I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I'm going to say is that we might have to start having a conversation about the sophomore wide receiver class, because it has been a slew of unluck and just poor play.
Jason's pretty good.
He's not a sophomore.
Oh fuck! I'm on crack.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're good. The only one that's been good is Roma Dunze, but we'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, it's been Marvin Harrison especially. I think has been pretty disappointing so far. I mean, he's still young. Maybe he'll figure it out. But
if there is a class that's showing up and out, it's that 2018 QB draft class, minus Josh Rosen. But Sam Darnold played very well. Very little mistakes during that game. The Cardinals wore their rivalry jerseys, which were interesting. They still look like tortillas. I won't give that up. They'll always look like tortillas. And they got to lose while wearing them. So they got slammed. It got exciting at the end, but I think it's time to start realizing that Kyler Murray is not the QB option there, and they should probably start looking for someone else, because little 5'10" midget quarterback just ain't gonna do it. Especially when he has to throw over dudes who are 6'3" and above.
Mm-hmm.
What about running back with James Conner out?
Honestly, that might be their play. Who's their backup?
Put Trey Benson at quarterback.
Is it Desmond Ridder?
It might be. I think that's who it is. I think you're right.
Hold on.
Let's fact check it. Let's make sure we're getting our facts straight.
Oh no, Jacoby Brissett.
Actually,
yeah.
He's not bad.
Listen, he started for the Patriots at the beginning of the season last year.
He's not bad. He's like, listen, as far as backup quarterbacks go, he's not that bad.
No, not at all.
So, I don't know. Maybe Kyler just needs a change of scenery. Maybe he needs to just get out of Arizona.
I think the Cardinals could be a really good team if they didn't have him.
Yeah, they're another one of these teams that like has the pieces. It's just like they just haven't put it together.
Exactly.
You know, guys. Do you have that fire in your gut? Are you excited to be here? Who took the bus?
Jonathan Gannon, let's go. My goat.
I don't know if it's an issue with coaching there or with the players, but they're just like incredibly mid, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I think Arizona is just cursed.
And the Seahawks are fine.
Yeah, Seahawks are the Seahawks.
I still think they have a good chance to probably have a chance at winning that division, even though it's pretty close right now.
I think right now it's a 2-horse race, but we'll see.
I mean, the Niners are doing well too, but
it's just the injuries. It's the injuries. We'll get to Niners when we talk about the Jags game, but
yeah. All right, so on to the next game. We had our first Actually, it's not our first. Our second international game. I always forget about the Sao Paulo game in week 1, but we made our way to Europe, and we had our Ireland game, the first ever one in the regular season. The Steelers Vikings. I won't lie, I didn't really watch much of this game because I was driving back up to school, but I saw a few highlights from after. The Irish people probably, I think, while I was watching the stream, they said that the Steelers have like a lot of ties to Ireland in general because of Art Rooney.
I could tell the story if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead, Jit.
So, the guy from Ireland, I don't know, like I don't really like remember his name. It might be Rooney or someone, but he created like the Steelers, like the steel man, whatever they call, like, you know, like the steel mill people, whatever they call them, the Steelers. I don't know, but yeah, he's from Ireland, and that's why the Steelers are named the Steelers.
Are you talking about Carnegie?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's the story that I heard.
Well, you're the history buff. You're supposed to know this.
I do know this. So Art Rooney was like I think he was one of the owners of the Steelers.
Yeah, he is, or was.
Yeah.
He's
So
dead now.
and he was the U.S. ambassador for Ireland for a little bit, like at some point. So like he had like connections to Ireland through that. Andrew, I think that's his name, Andrew Carnegie. He was from Scotland, and he established the like all the steel in Pennsylvania and created the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Wow, history lesson, guys.
Wow, would you look at that? What an informational podcast we are.
In case anyone's interested in late 19th century steel tycoon conglomerates, because that's definitely what they came here for.
Anyway, we can talk about the football game.
Yeah. Oh, I want to hear more about the steel.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
basically, Andrew Carnegie was born in 1835.
Well, that should be your side podcast. You just talk about like different history things.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, he is.
My Midnight Monologues podcast. I'm doing an entire episode on Calvin Coolidge right now.
Oh, fun. See, I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah, stay tuned for when I finish that script in a month. But yeah, ultimately the Steelers won. I mean, you got two old ass quarterbacks going up against each other, so it's not really like it's going to be an entertaining game. For all the people in Ireland that don't watch football and decided to go to that game, I'm sure they think that Kenneth Gainwell is the best running back of all time.
He is. What are you talking about?
He went absolutely nuts against the fucking Vikings. But, I mean, at least it was a close game. It wasn't like a blowout, so I think the Irish were happy.
Yeah. I mean, much like Will, I didn't really get to watch most of this game. But I did get to watch like the final few minutes. Very interesting coaching decisions by Mike Tomlin in the final few minutes is what I'll say about that. I feel like this team is just going to be inconsistent every week. It's just going to be kind of like a crapshoot. I feel like for both teams, honestly, like one week they could look dominant, they could look really good, and then the next week they could just fall off a cliff. I think that's just kind of what these teams are at this point. Like Will said, Kenneth Gainwell looks like friggin' Fred Taylor out there. DK looked pretty good. The Steelers, yet again, managing a way to take a mid-ass roster and make them a winning team. So every year they do this. They look pretty good. We'll see how that continues for the rest of the season.
Yeah, nothing much to say about it. Yeah, this is gonna be the normal Steelers. They're gonna have one good week, one shitty week. Just normal Steelers work, and Vikings are, you know, same thing, but they just need JJ back. Yeah, nothing. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the Steelers. I think that their defense is starting to really come together. You know, PQ is I hate P as much as I hate PQ. He's actually starting to know how to play football again. And Ramsey had a nice little pick six. Did you guys see that? Where he hit the gritty?
I did see that.
He hit the
He hit
greedy.
the little gritty.
He's so cool. Get it? Because he did it against
Yeah.
the Vikings, and Justin Jefferson's
Yeah.
the gritty guy.
He did a gritty.
He did
Yeah.
the gritty.
Yeah, good for Kenneth Gainwell. I love Kenneth Gainwell. Good for him.
What a
JT, you
guy.
said he had a pick six.
Didn't he have pick six?
Well, I thought it was a pick seven. A pick like 6-7.
JT's microphone crapping out.
He's actually done. He's done with me. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that game.
All right.
Okay, cool. So we can move on to the 1 p.m. slate. On a home turf in America, and we'll start off with Cleveland versus Detroit in Detroit. This was just BTA pretty much. I mean, I didn't really watch this game either, but yeah, the Lions looked good. Cleveland last week put up a pretty good show against the Packers. With that upset victory, so they may be expecting it to be a little bit of a closer game, but Joe Flacco continues to look old. This was the game that decided that, you know what, maybe Joe Flacco's not the guy at quarterback, because it looks like they might be starting Dylan Gabriel next week. So if that happens, I think it'll be very interesting to see for as far as what the Browns can do. I still think their defense is good. It's just the Lions, I think, just have a way better offense. I think their offense is just still like kind of crazy. I mean, Amon-Ra had a really good game. Jahmyr Gibbs continues to look like one of the best running backs in football. David Montgomery didn't really do too much this week, but it's fine. Jared Goff threw a pick, but he did enough for them to win. Yeah, it's pretty much about it. That's all I really got. Yeah.
Honestly, I got nothing pretty much else to say about it. It was a dominant win for the Lions. Had some I like, honestly, the only thing I would want to talk about would be Judkins and how I think he's going to be the future running back for Cleveland. I think he looks really, really good. I think he's going to be a pain in the ass for the Ravens for the next 2 years, or for the next however many years he's on the team. Yeah. And Dylan Gabriel should start.
Fun times.
Flacco should come back right now. Bring him home.
That would be a crazy coming home story. Can you imagine?
I'd trade a first-round pick for him right now.
I mean, that's a little bit too much, but, you know.
I love me, Flacco. I miss you.
Well, what do you got to say?
Cleveland's defense is still really good. It's hard going against that Lions offense because they just have so many pieces. The Lions offense is still doing great. I'm glad that they're getting past the idea that they're going to be nothing without Ben Johnson, because they seem to be doing quite a lot with him, or without him, rather. I'm glad to see them succeed. I love the Lions. I love Jared Goff. And that's going to be a tight division that they're in with the Packers and possibly the Vikings, depending on if they can figure out their shit at quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the next game?
Chargers Giants.
Yay! I love this. I love to talk about this game. This game I thought was just so good. It started off dart throw. I think he threw the first like 2 passes were to Neighbors. You know, he had two catches for like 30 yards or something, and it looked like really good. And Dart ran in for a touchdown, and it was just crazy. It was nuts. And then you get Neighbors getting hurt, and just everyone dies in the stadium. But Herbo, the Chargers, they didn't play great on offense, but you know their offensive line is really hurting them right now. They lost Joe Alt during the game. He got a high ankle sprain, and so they're playing with a bunch of backup offensive linemen. And that they, you know, the Giants, that Giants fearsome foursome, just, you know, was all over him. Dexter Lawrence had a pick, by the way, which is absolutely the most insane play I've seen from a defensive tackle, other than Michael Pierce. He literally batted down a ball. Almost, he tried to batted a ball and caught it and almost ran it in for 6. It was nuts. Abdul Carter had a great game, and Thibodeau. They all played great. They were all up Herbo's ass the entire game. Like, the only player that really played good on the Chargers. I mean, Herbo played good, but Omarion Hampton had a really good game. He's really starting to show out these last couple of weeks, showing why he was a first-round pick. But Jackson Dart had a great game. Didn't throw an interception. He did get he's Evil Knievel. The guy just doesn't want to fucking. He doesn't see. He slides, but like the dude literally just fucking tries to get every single yard possible. And he's gonna get hurt at some point, which is I think he's got to realize this. And then Cam Scadaboo's he has to have some type of CTE that we just don't know of yet. The guy is fucking out of his mind. But yeah, the Giants finally got a win. I'm glad for the Giants. I still think the Chargers are going to be fine. You know, they're still ahead of the division, so they have a bright future. And, you know, they'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, JT kind of touched on everything. Yeah, I think the Chargers are definitely going to struggle for a little while. I mean, Joe Alt's going to be out for a few weeks, and they've already been having issues with the O-line. I think they're just going to have to try and get past that because they have basically everything else on offense they need to succeed. But it's just that O-line. I mean, look at the Texans and how they're doing without an O-line. So you just got to really hope that they can get past that. I think the Giants will definitely be a little better with Dart leading at quarterback. Obviously, losing Neighbors is terrible for them because he's definitely one of the better receivers in the league. The Giants will definitely be better, and I hope that the Chargers can, keep up and fight on without every single member of their starting O-line because, God bless Justin Herbert.
Yeah, bless Justin Herbert indeed. It's injuries suck, man, and that's kind of the big takeaway from this game. Joe Alt with that injury, taking him out for the rest of the game. I don't know how long it's supposed to sideline him for. Hopefully not too long. You want to see him come back as soon as he can. Jackson Dart looked really good, I think. He didn't have the best game ever, obviously, but he still did what, the rushing touchdown was cool. He made the plays when he had to. He breathed an air of freshness into what I think has been a pretty dull football team. I don't want to start this conversation too early, but listen, man, the second of the past at least two draft classes, the second quarterback taken in their rookie season, they made the playoffs. You had C.J. Stroud when he was a rookie, then you had Jaden Daniels last year. Who knows, man? Maybe Dart is what this team needs. Breathe some life into this team. He's got the rushing upside. He's got an air of fierceness around him. I mean, speaking of fierceness, dude, Cam Scatterboot, holy hell, he's like a fucking ram out there. Very fun team to watch, and anything can happen. That's all I'm gonna say.
And speaking of second quarterbacks taken overall, and New York, don't sleep on Zach Wilson. He's not out of the league yet. Especially being on the Dolphins, he has a really good chance of starting at least one game just because, Tua's a little injury prone. But
yeah, to say the least, we love Zach Stafford.
Shout out Vinny.
If you know, you know.
His incredible ball knowledge.
Third down.
Anyway, on to the next game. We got Commanders-Falcons. I thought the Commanders were going to continue to win, but again, they're a team that's kind of getting plagued with injuries. Terry McLaurin being out, Jaden Daniels not playing. I think he's looking better as the weeks go by, but Mariota's not the answer at quarterback, but he's a really good backup. But you can't really expect him to win every game. But right now, the Commanders are 2-2, leaving that game. I think they'll honestly be fine. Once they get Jaden Daniels back, then they're not gonna have to worry about anything. And then for the Falcons, it's nice to see Michael Penix actually playing football and winning games. He had a tough week last week, losing 30-0 to the Panthers, but that's just divisional football, man. It could go either way, no matter what it is. It could be a Panthers Falcons game, or it could be a Chiefs Raiders game. Just you never know what could happen in the division, but it's nice to see them get the win. I totally think that they'll be fighting for the NFC South with the Buccaneers because the Saints are 0-4, and the Panthers might fight for the third or the second spot in that division. But overall, good showing from them.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota, again, he's a fine backup, but you don't want him starting too many games. But I think the issue with the Commanders is further than just their starting quarterback. I just think this team, especially on defense, they're missing something. Marshawn Lattimore hasn't really looked great, and it's just, their defense is just, it's old. I mean, not really the greatest.
Von Miller.
Von Miller, yes. The youthful Von Miller.
He won Super Bowl MVP once.
Yeah, when I was 5. I'm just kidding. I wasn't that young.
Yeah, John's actually 12.
Yeah, I'm 12 and in college.
He's that smart.
I'm just that smart, guys. I just made myself personal cup holder. But yeah. And for the Falcons, it's good to see them bounce back. Penix looked good. Bijan looked like one of the better. I mean, damn near the best running back in the league this week. He looked really good there. And yeah, I mean they needed the win, they got it. Listen, we'll see how it goes from here. It's the division's going to be interesting. So I think probably the Bucks will. I think the Bucks probably look like the best team in that division. But I mean, this division always finds a way to cannibalize itself. So we will see how it goes.
Yeah, really not too much to say. Falcons came back after having their asses eaten out by the Panthers. But yeah, I think the command. I think both these teams are going to be. They'll be fine. The Commanders once they get back Daniels, even though their defense is old as fuck, I think they'll be all right. I think they'll bounce back. They'll be all right for next week. That's really it.
So I believe the next game is Panthers Patriots. I mean, you want to talk about inconsistency? The Panthers went from 30-0 goose egging the friggin' Falcons last week to getting dropped off a fucking mountain by the Patriots this week. I mean, the team didn't look really that good. It's a lot of inconsistencies with them. It's just so weird with this team because at some points it's like, at the end of last season, Bryce Young looked like he was, starting to come into his own. Then this year starts off and he looks like a bench player. He looks like a UFL quarterback. And then last week happens and it's like he looked good. And then this week happens and he's back to being not that good. It's inconsistency. I don't want to put it all on Bryce Young because it's kind of hard to solely blame the quarterback when your starting running back is Chuba Hubbard and he's running for 49 yards. But other than that, I mean, their defense didn't look that great. And with the Patriots, I mean, the Patriots look good this week. On pretty much all facets. Drake May looked really good this week. From the clips that I saw, he had a rushing touchdown, two touchdowns through the air. Stephon Diggs, came out of pretty much nowhere, had over 100 receiving yards this week. Maybe that's a connection that continues to grow. Hunter Henry with another touchdown. Matt Collins had a touchdown. Listen, the former Bills on the Patriots, they went off this week.
Listen, they love picking our players.
They do, and it's going to be great to see how they play on what is it, Sunday night?
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football against the Bills.
Returning back
Buffalo.
home.
But yeah, Drake May looked really good. I think Drake May's kind of become underrated just because a lot of the attention from that quarterback class tends to go to Jade Daniels and Caleb Williams. Drake May's a good quarterback. I mean, again, like it's the Panthers. Like anybody could look good against the Panthers, but I will say, like, it's the NFL at the end of the day, and being able to put up good numbers is a good sign. And I think they, and it wasn't even just the offense. The defense looked good too. Special teams was amazing for them. They had that one punt return touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah, good for Marcus Jones. And yeah, and I would like to see get Travion Henderson involved more because he's good. And I'm not just saying that because I have him on fantasy. But yeah, that's all I got to say there.
Yeah, the Patriots really played their game. I mean, I think the Panthers, even though I picked them this week, they after that fucking eating what's it called ass last week, the
Atlanta.
Atlanta, to go into a Patriots team that they're coming up, man. Drake May is really something. It's really something that we're gonna have to look out for. I think he's gonna be really solid. He's looking really good. And I totally do agree about they need to give Travion Henderson the ball. I even though Stevenson's still a very good running back, I think Henderson's got to get more involved in this offense.
Get Antonio Gibson out of here, please.
Yeah, fuck. Why is Antonio Gibson in the game?
I don't know, man.
Still
Get him out of here, please.
I know.
Antonio Gibson, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but just go to a different team, please.
God. But no, I'm good for Marcus Jones. I don't know how the fuck he had that punt return. That was a fucking good play by that kid.
It was a crazy go. Crazy return, man.
Yeah, I mean, really nothing special. I mean, I think the Panthers are going to be fine, though. They're in a really bad division. Keep giving the ball to T-Mac. I need those fantasy points now, especially without Malik Neighbors.
And then on to our next game of the 1 p.m. slate. We got Eagles-Bucks.
Oh yeah, this is actually a very good game. The Eagles, Jalen Hurts is like low key, like I don't know how to describe him. because he like through the air, low key is ass. It's ass. And then not only that, I don't know if it's Saquon. Saquon can't run the ball right now. Like he's getting stopped, even though they're still winning games. Like their defense is really that's what's keeping them in the games usually right now is their defense and their fucking special teams. They got a fucking blocked punt for a touchdown. And what did they get? 2 picks or a pick? I don't even remember. They got 1 pick. They got 1 pick.
Had 1 pick, yeah.
Yeah.
Jahad Campbell.
Yeah, Jahad Campbell. Right? I mean, like their defense is playing really good, and then they're doing their fucking little tush push. So I don't know. This team is really good. I just and then the Bucks played a great game. Baker played pretty good. It's I know Bucky Irving got like hurt right in the game. I'm pretty sure he was the leading guy. Really nothing. That's really it. I mean, it's a good game. Really close game. Thought the Bucks were gonna pull it out, but they didn't. So it was unfortunate.
Yeah, I won't lie. I didn't watch a second of this game. It's kind of hard to watch 1 p.m. games when your team is playing at 1. But the Bucks, they lose their first game, which it's tough, but at least it's against a good team. They're going to be completely fine. I still think they're the favorite to win their division. They won't have any issues, but obviously just, making sure you stay away from injuries. Did Chris Godwin play yesterday? Or
Yeah.
Yesterday, but yeah, so, you get Chris Godwin back, which, I mean, hey, it's a receiver, even though Egbuka has been crazy for them and is honestly probably leading for Offensive Rookie of the Year as of right now. But I don't know if you guys agree with that take, but
It's too early. It's too early for anyone.
He's up there. Yeah.
It's too early, but like if we're talking about a month in right now.
I think it's like either him or like Warren. I think it's probably one of those two.
Oh, yeah. Kind of forgot about Warren.
Like Warren, like I mean, you guys know I've been a big Tyler Warren guy ever since like the draft. So
He's fucking good.
Yeah, he's been killing. He's looking like this year's Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Will loves Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
Listen, I just love my tight ends, man. Honestly, I was looking to get another Bills jersey, and the Jackson Hawes jerseys call my name, but I don't think I will.
That would be a pull and a half.
Yeah, our late pick rookie.
The fucking Jackson Hawes jersey comes out.
Yeah, the Eagles they stay undefeated, only undefeated team in the NFC. So good for them, I guess. Even though all their games have been relatively close, either way, they're up at the top. So can't really argue too much, especially reigning Super Bowl champions. All right, so our next game, good old Bills Saints. I'm learning not to get my hopes too high because I keep thinking that like these are going to be blowout wins, and they haven't been that. 2 weeks in a row that our defense has just been god awful against the run. I mean, when you're letting Ollie Gordon run the ball against you like a maniac, then like what are we doing? And this week we were letting Spencer Rattler look like Lamar Jackson. Like it was bad. They're a second half team. That's kind of been our identity for the past few years. I was looking at rankings, and we have one of the best. When it comes to passing, our defense is really good, but when it comes to running, our defense is absolute dog shit. I think we're bottom half in basically all those stats, so I can't say I'm surprised, but we need to figure that shit out. And I mean, it's tough when you're missing a lot of people. Like Ed Oliver's been out for the past few weeks. Matt Milano's been out. We're missing Larry Ogunjobi and Michael Hoyt, who haven't played yet because PEDs are just they're that good, I guess. That you miss 6 games. Yeah, we're missing a lot of guys, but at least our rookies are getting the chance. I mean, we drafted 2 defensive tackles pretty early on in the draft, so I'm glad that they're getting their recognition because both of them are really good. But Josh Allen's him, and as long as that's a true statement, then I don't think we're going to have any issues. But the defense needs to get better, and it's basically been the narrative for the past like 5 years. But besides that, like the Saints, they're 0-4. They're one of the 3 0-4 teams. I think that they're definitely in first overall pick contention right now. So go get Arch Manning.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I didn't really get too much of an opportunity to watch this one, but I did see a few plays here and there, and I was like keeping track of the score as the game was going on. And this just kind of felt like one of the games for the Bills, at least. I mean, Will, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it kind of felt like they were just letting the Saints kind of hang around. They weren't really like stepping on their throat with anything.
Here's the thing about the Bills is that, like, no matter how much they'll say that they don't do it, they play down so much. Over the past few years, the amount of Bills games I've watched where, like, we play a generally shitty team and it should be a blowout, but they're always, like, hanging around. Like, look to a few years ago when we played the Giants in Buffalo. Like, that really, really bad game.
Yeah.
Where the Giants were absolute ass. I don't even know who was playing quarterback. I think it was Tyrod Taylor that was playing quarterback.
Jesus.
But like,
yes, I remember what you're talking. Yes, that was the
like
that
they
was the
hung around.
Darren Waller and back of the end zone game.
Yes, exactly. Like
Yes,
they
I
hung
remember
around
that.
so much. I mean, and again, that was a down year. We went 11-6, so that was a tough year for us. But still, there's just so many games that the Bills hang around in, and the offense is great. I mean, that first touchdown from Shakir, where he like broke 3 tackles and ran 40 yards for a touchdown. No, he's a yak machine. But our defense just sells the bag in so many different ways. Cole Bishop got a pick. I will say that was impressive.
Dude,
I mean,
I saw that pick. That was a pretty crazy pick.
It was a pick that was
The
thrown
catch
by.
was nuts.
I think Olave threw that, but.
Yeah, why the fuck is Chris Olave throwing fucking ice? Dude, he had -1 fantasy points at the fucking half because of that pick.
They tried to do the Philly special because they got Kellen Moore as their head coach.
Oh yes, of course. That guy was from Philly.
Yeah,
they must know what it is. They must know how it
years
was.
that he was there. What was it? 2 years that he was there before he got hired as head coach.
Something like that.
Yeah, because Jonathan Gannon was there and he got hired by the Cardinals.
You got that fire in your gut?
You take the bus here?
You should
But yeah, good.
Fucking Murr.
Yeah, to what John was saying, we play down. We get too close, and I wouldn't be lying if I said that I was worried for this upcoming week against the Patriots because it's a division game and they're not too bad. So we'll see.
It's just like I think that's a problem with like even we'll talk about what's like with some other. I mean, I know the Jags have had this problem about like putting teams away. We'll talk about it when we get there, but like it's not just the Bills' problem. It's a problem with a lot of like good teams have about just learning to put games away when you have the opportunity to and learning to win football games. I think you guys will be fine though. I mean, Josh Allen still looks like the front runner for MVP. James Cook is still playing with his fucking nuts on fire. It's just the defense needs to pick it up a little bit for sure, but I think they'll come around. They'll make the plays when they need to. And I mean the Saints didn't look bad this week, but they didn't really look good. And I think nothing really changed about how I think any of us view the Saints. They were still probably a bottom 5 team in the NFL. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch this game. I was too busy watching Jackson Dart. Yeah, I it's just I was kind of surprised just how close it was. Just watching it from the scoreboard. Yeah, I think obviously like the Bills you guys Bills defense is just it's kind of so. I think with just the Bills schedule, like you got the Bill. I don't. Should I just say you guys will?
Yeah, you can say that.
All right, I'll just say you guys because I'm all right. You guys are gonna be fine.
Well, congratulations, you're part of the team.
You're part of the team, Will.
Oh, I have been part of the team. They've been paying me a contract.
Yeah.
To spread propaganda around my college.
But yeah, I think the Bills they're gonna be really good. They're fine. Josh Allen plays like Josh Allen. As long as you got no injuries, you'll be fine. And Bills are gonna be, I think, top of the AFC.
We are now. Let's just hope we can stay there.
Is this the final 1 p.m. game?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, it is.
Yeah, so we have one final 1 p.m. game left, and that took place in Houston between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And yeah, I mean this kind of just felt like a game that the Texans needed to win if they wanted a shot to do anything this season. and they got it done. I compare the Texans a lot this season to how the Jags were last season, and this kind of feels like the Jags Colts game from last season, where the Jags just looked. They needed to get a win. They were 0-4, and they needed to get something, and they had a good matchup, and they took advantage of it, and that's exactly what the Texans did here. C.J. Stroud looked good. Woody Marks' breakout game was something to watch.
Who the fuck is that?
Woody Marks, get
That's
to know him.
that's a like 3rd round pick, right?
Yeah, something like that. He's
Yeah,
one of their
fucking
rookies.
good.
He looks like what oh my god, what the hell is his name? He looks like what Damian Pierce looked like.
Yes, when they drafted.
When
Yes, when he was a rookie.
He looks
What is he-
he looks
what
almost
is he-
exactly like him.
He's a running back?
He's a
Yeah.
running back, yes.
Never heard of this guy in my life.
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns. He had over 100 yards scrimmage.
Like 17 carries, right?
Yeah, 17 carries. He outcarried Nick Chubb. So I mean, he looked good. And yeah, I mean the team looked good. Defense looked pretty much how the defenses looked all year, which is great. This was a get right game for the Texans, and like I said, as much as I hate the Texans, I don't think they're a fucking 0-3 team. I just think that they had some tough matchups, and I mean it's not going to get any easier, but the talent at least there's something there, right? And like if they could take advantage of the games where they're not playing against great opponents, then they could still make some noise in the AFC South. Whereas compared to the Titans, who are mute when it comes to making sound in the AFC South because they look like complete garbage. Yeah, I mean just defense wasn't great. Just they don't know what they're doing on offense. It's just it's a shit show right now in Tennessee, and they could honestly go 0-17, and I would not be surprised. The team just not look good, and yeah, I mean who knows? Maybe they get the number 1 overall pick again next year, and who knows what they do with that. But as of right now, where this team stands, this team is not good. But yeah, well, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the Texans are gonna get a little better. You pretty much touched on everything for that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To put in the words of Cam Ward, the Titans are ass. I mean, when your quarterback's saying that, it's bad. But
Oh God.
yeah, they need to find a way to. Do they even need to find a way to get better? Like, I feel like you just get younger, become a younger team, and just like go from there. Take that 1st overall pick again, get someone really good.
That's kind of their only option. They can't really like trade for players at
Maybe
this
get a
point.
new head coach.
Dude, I think he has 3 wins in total in his coaching tenure, and Liam Cohen has 3 wins in his coaching tenure, and Liam Cohen has only been coaching for 4 games. So
Listen, I'd look like a really good offensive coordinator too in in Cincinnati when Joe Burrow's my quarterback also. Like,
I don't know. They gave him the keys to the house, and they're giving him too much leeway with it. I think at the end of this year, I think he'll be gone. But
depending on, I mean, we'll see.
the season does still have to play out, so who knows? But Jit, what do you think?
Yeah, honestly, not going to talk too much about it. Titans suck. That's really it.
How do you feel about the Texans, Jit? You guys play them next week.
They suck.
All right, good to know.
Kenyon Green revenge game.
Oh yeah, let's put him at guard. Actually, we're gonna put him at running back.
Love it.
All right, so the next game is Ravens Chiefs. Go ahead, Jit.
We fucking suck. It was just complete domination. Actually, the first quarter, I thought we had a chance. And then Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith decided to die. We just couldn't stop them on offense at all. And I don't know what Todd Monken was calling, but he loves to not have Derrick Henry on the field on 3rd and 1. And then just we couldn't stop him. We couldn't score on offense. And then Lamar fucking hurts his hamstring. He doesn't play the whole it was like the whole almost what was it? That was like the second half.
It was the whole 4th quarter at least.
Yeah. Well, Cooper Rush fucking played. He didn't play bad, but this defense, we just got injured, and we have all these injuries. With now we know that Matabike is out for the year. and we know now that Marlon Humphrey and Roquan are going to be out for like 4 weeks. Kyle Van Noy is still out. Like, I think I looked at it. We have like 10 starters out with injuries, and like it's just this year is just so much like 2022 where we had all these guys just getting hurt. We don't. I don't. You guys remember that year where we lost 3 running backs by week 3. We didn't have a running back. We had to sign Devontae Freeman.
Because you guys had Dobbins and Edwards at that point.
Yeah, they
neither
tore
one
their
of them can
ACL.
stay healthy.
Honestly, when
Yeah.
it comes to the injuries on defense, it, like I was saying before, it feels like the 2023 Bills where like we lost Trey White, Matt Milano, and DaQuan Jones all within the first like 4 games of the season.
Yeah.
Like losing that many stars on the defense, like it's not a key for anything but just getting like butt fucked for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Which
No,
I mean, you'll get past it. Like
Yeah.
I believe you're coaching enough that you'll be completely fine. But
Mhm.
it's definitely going to be a struggle.
Yeah. I mean, thank God we really don't go against like any like top fucking 3 teams like our gauntlet that we had these first 4 other than the Browns, just ridiculous.
Hey,
You guys, huh?
Don't shit on the Browns.
Oh, I'll shit on the
They're
Browns.
already brown. They're already brown. Don't shit on them.
Oh, but yeah, like it just sucks that all these injuries because this team is so good when if we're not hurt. I don't think the Chiefs are really that good. I think they're a good team. Not saying they're not a good team, but I think they are very beatable. I think the Bills can beat them. I think the Eagles can beat them. I think a lot of teams can beat them. It's just we were hurt. We couldn't really do anything, and it's gonna suck for because Lamar by the looks of it, Lamar is gonna be out until after the bye week. That means he's got to play.
Is that actually how it's looking?
Yeah. So he's doubtful to play this week for sure, and then they might not play him next week because it's against the Rams. So what they're saying is they might as well just rest him because we have a bye week on week 7. So we'll just rest him for 3 weeks and then he'll be good to go after the bye.
I see.
So I think, and by the looks of it, when Lamar is out, this team just becomes dog shit. We've had Tyler Huntley as our starting quarterback in 2022, and it was dog shit. We're gonna have Cooper Rush as our starting quarterback. This is Shador should have been happy to be a Raven. If he would have been a Raven, he would have been starting right now. I would have been going crazy. But anyway, I don't know. This team is so injured, and it's just so hard to like. I don't know. I think it's hard to come back from all this, especially starting off 1-3. But I don't know.
Listen, hey, don't matter, Jip. Bills. I hate to keep bringing up my team, but Bills were 6-6 before they went 11-6. So
very true.
There's always the rest of the season. We're literally only a month in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At least this isn't like week 10 that this is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I mean I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really get to watch. I don't think I watched a single second of this game.
Good.
But I mean injuries suck. I mean, but injuries are also part of the sport, and I think that I think you guys will end up being fine, right? Like your division's not. It's not like it's not even really like
it's literally
your
us and
division.
the Steelers.
And with the Steelers, they're one Aaron Rodgers Achilles away from falling off a cliff. So it's the Bengals haven't looked good since Joe Burrow went down. The Browns, I mean, who fucking knows what the Browns are gonna look like now with Dylan Gabriel at quarterback? So it's there is still a path for where you guys end up on top of the division. You just have to hope that by the time that we get later into the season, that the health starts to come around, that the players start to come around, the team starts to come around, and just make that push and just get to the playoffs. And at that point, anything can happen when you get to the playoffs. So that's all I got to say, because I didn't really watch this game. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, well, JT was here with me when we were watching, and then it was tough to watch.
Hard to watch.
I mean, just the Ravens have all that potential, but injuries, man. It's just when you get plagued like that, there's nothing you can do. And do I think the Ravens can definitely come back and be better? Yeah. Do I think the Chiefs are also getting better? Yeah. And it's only going to get worse once they get their wide receivers back. Worse for everybody else, not for them. Yeah. I still don't think that the Chiefs are as good as they have been for the past 5 years. They're definitely going downhill, and it's not on the fault of Mahomes, but on the rest of the team. Because, listen, once Chris Jones and Travis Kelce retires, it might be a blessing, but it also might just be that's the sign that they're kind of done.
Dude, you want to talk about teams that played down to their competition? Holy shit!
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah,
the Chiefs make a living off of playing down to their division, of their competition. Well, again, we'll see. The Chiefs definitely looked better. I guess on paper they looked better this week, so we'll see moving forward. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much, Jid. I think the Ravens will be I think they'll be in a decent spot. When they come back around after the bye.
See, I'm not worried about us not making the playoffs or anything. I'm more like our Super Bowl chances. I feel like are kind of out of the window now.
That's just. The thing is you never know when playoff time comes around, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, the past few seasons, it's just kind of seemed like the NFL's been wanting the Chiefs in the playoff in the Super Bowl, which, I'm not going to disagree with. But again, when you talk about sports in general, you just have to make the playoffs, and then it's literally like the movie, any given Sunday.
Yep.
Any given Sunday, Jit. It's never the best team always wins. It's just who plays better on that Sunday.
Yep.
So, I think you guys will be fine. Just you got to have that next man up mentality until you guys can get fully healthy, and maybe rally a few wins here and there, and you'll be in a decent spot.
Yep.
Listen, Cooper Rush to D-Hop is going to go crazy next week. Just wait.
Oh, God. We love Cooper Rush.
Love me some Coopy Rush.
So for our next 4 o'clock game, disappointing and sad, really. We got the Colts against the Rams. Indiana Jones, he lost, and bittersweet for me because now the Bills are at the top of the AFC, but poor Daniel Jones, man. In all seriousness, but yeah, the Rams were definitely the favorite to win. They're a really good team. But then again, the Colts did keep up with them throughout the game. So even though they had some easy games to start the season, they still look competent. So I don't know. They could be looking for a wild card spot come December. But I think the Rams definitely have a good chance to win their division. Probably will do it for the second year in a row. They just have a great offense and a great defense. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I don't know if I said it last week, but this week to me was kind of the prove-it game for the Colts, right? You have an actual good team that's been playing well, and if they could win this game, then I think they would have solidified themselves as one of the top teams in the AFC, but they didn't. Colts managed the Rams pulled it off. Matt Stafford looked great. Puka Nacua continues to look like the favorite for Offensive Player of the Year. And yeah, Daniel Jones finally looked human this week. But with that said, like Will said, they still managed to keep track. So they did still gain my respect. I do still think that this is a playoff caliber team. I think we know what the upper limit of this team is right now. And I think they're really honestly the only threat in the AFC South to the Jags. I think the other two teams, it's we talked about it earlier, but I don't think they really got a shot in hell. But yeah, the Colts look like a legit, just flat out solid NFL team. They just look good. So if they can manage to keep that up, I think they'll manage to find their way into the playoffs.
Yeah, it sucks for Danny Dimes. Rams are a good team. I think the Colts will be fine. They'll be fighting with the Jags for the top of this division here. But yeah.
Go ahead, John. Talk about our last 4 o'clock game.
The Jacksonville Jaguars against the San Francisco 49ers. And Duval. I just want to say, last week I think I stated that this defense was top 10. Scratch that. That was actually very disrespectful. This defense is top 5. They continue to show out every week and play dominant football, taking the football away. and giving it back to the offense and putting them in favorable positions. Devin Lloyd looks like the next coming of Fred Warner. Just he's really stepped into his own. Again, a very, very big game from him. He had 2 picks today, and he had the fumble. I think he had the fumble recovery. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, 8 tackles, 2 picks, just great linebacker play out of him, and the entire defense as a whole, like they continue to play well. And I mean, I know the Niners haven't looked like the greatest on offense, but they still have Christian McCaffrey. Man, this defense, they're another level, and if they can continue this play, which I mean, I don't think having like 2 turnovers a game is sustainable, but man, if they can continue to just play well on that end of the field, man, this team can be dangerous. And the offense still hasn't looked great, but I will say they're making improvements. For one, drops this week were not as big of an issue. Brian Thomas Jr. didn't have a great game, but he didn't exactly sell us the game either. So yeah, I mean, not really a lot of drops. Travis Hunter actually looked good on offense. They played him more on offense this week, and I think that they should, kind of stick to doing that more. He had a really nice catch on 3rd down, back in deep into our own territory to move the chains. Yeah, like ETN had a really good game. The run blocking looks good. Trevor Lawrence made the plays when he needed to. No turnovers today, which was great. Or this week, which was great. The only thing is, man, I'm sick and tired of seeing penalty flags every time the ball is snapped. It's just too many penalties. The Jags are one of, I think, the top 5 most penalized teams this season, and it continues to, continues to hold this team back. If they can clean that up, I think sky's the limit for this team. And yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to see what happens next week on Monday Night Football. Good team win. Robert Saleh, you're a bitch. That's all I gotta say.
Speaking of penalties, I totally forgot about that part about the Bills game too. Is that we got fucked by penalties this week too? I think we had like 11 called on us just on offense.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the fuck the refs are on this week. Like it's because the Chiefs are doing bad, so they're just like off. But like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like I say that the penalties have been a pain in the ass, as if like there's some of the stuff that the Jags can control, but like at a certain point, like they were even calling it on the defense, and they called a flag, and I looked at the TV and I was like, why not just put flags on them at this point? It gets ridiculous at some point. I mean, at least they were calling it on both ends, but like fucking Christ.
But for the Jags game itself, they're definitely looking a lot better than they have been the past few years, which is good. They have a competent head coach that isn't fucking what's his name?
Fucking Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson, yeah.
Doug Peterson and Press Taylor, the fucking paralysis demons.
But yeah, the Jags definitely look a lot better. I said it last week that whoever won that Niners-Cardinals game was going to be the worst 0-3 or 3-0 team in the league. And I think it kind of showed. The Niners definitely aren't bad, but they finally got put in their place. So
Yeah, there's really nothing else. Jags defense looking good. Jordan Lewis, Defensive Player of the Year. It's my boy.
Book it.
What else? Yeah, it's gonna be tough for the for what's it called? I think Purdy's not gonna be playing this week. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. The Niners just can never find a way to stay healthy.
Nope.
Guys, there's still another 4 p.m. game.
Oh my God!
Oh
the
fuck,
Bears
we
game.
do.
Yeah,
the Bears game.
What's the last one?
I have one thing to say about this Bears
Wait,
game.
yeah, you're starting this one anyway, so go ahead.
Geno Smith is blind. As much as I love Geno Smith, he's blind. The guy threw 3 picks. He's blind. But anyway, Ashton Jetsy had a good game for first. He had a touchdown.
Took him a month.
Took him a long time.
Well, he had a touchdown week 1.
What else? Oh yeah, the block field goal. That was it.
Yeah,
that was the game. And Roma Dunce played good, which he's been playing good. Oh, and Max Crosby is just the entire Raiders defense. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
I don't remember anything from this game, if I'm being completely honest. I forgot this has even happened, so I got nothing. And I guess the Bears won.
Yeah, the Bears won. Geno Smith looks like Ash. Ashton Genty looked good this week, and the special team, the year of special teams madness continues. That's all pretty much we got to say there.
However, I do know a game that happened that day that was very fun to watch, and that was good old Sunday Night Football, the return of Micah Parsons.
You don't love me now.
Packers.
You don't ever love me again.
Are you singing Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
What the fuck?
Living in a wind blow.
Right before the game started, when they were playing that shit, like the Aura farming edit of Michael
Aura.
Parsons traded to the Packers, and they have the chain playing in the background. I love that. But this was, I mean, if Ravens Bills didn't happen in Week 1, this would definitely be the best Sunday Night Football game of the season. It still was really good. It sucks that it ended in a tie, but I mean, I feel like that was the correct way to end that because the Packers' offense looked really good. Just doing their normal thing. Josh Jacobs runs the hell out of that ball, and then they spread the ball out between their 50 wide receiver threes that they have on that team. George Pickens had an electric game. With CeeDee Lamb out, he definitely stepped up, took that wide receiver 1 role, and ran with it. I think he had 2 touchdowns and well over 100 yards. So, and he had some crazy catches throughout. So, good for him. I'm glad to see that he's not just average ass wide receiver 2 on that team. But yeah, this was a really fun game to watch. 2 fun teams, and the storyline of Micah Parsons, obviously. Getting to see Jerry Jones's geriatric ass. It was fun.
A very, very entertaining game. Like I said, George Pickens looked really good this week. I don't know how long CeeDee Lamb's supposed to be sidelined for, but I don't think that Dallas' schedule in these upcoming weeks is very hard, so they could definitely survive without him. And coming out of this game with a tie, I think, is a win for Dallas because this could have very easily gone south very quickly. But the offense turned up. Dak looked really good, and they walked away with a tie, and definitely one of the weirder endings that we've seen this year. That last sequence from the Packers, that really they almost lost this game because of poor clock management. And if they would have lost, Matt LaFleur's head might have been chopped off. That's all I gotta say. Either or, great game to watch, and I would like to hear your guys' thoughts about NFL games ending in ties.
I hate them.
Yeah, I've heard some people talk about maybe bringing back double overtime, doing college rules where
They're
you
so
have to do
dumb.
the 2-point conversions. Because really, the end of this game just felt so anticlimactic with that field goal.
Here's the thing: is that for a game like that was that big in prime time, that big of a game ending in a tie, I understand the disappointment. But I don't know. Let's say this was a 1:00 game and it was a 6-6 tie. I totally understand tie rules then, because I mean at that point, what are you really fighting for?
Yeah.
I feel like they should give an option that you can go into double overtime if you really want to, because I know that both those teams definitely want to win that game. But just either choosing I'll take the tie, or if both teams can agree to play double overtime. But
yeah,
I mean, your teams are already playing for 4 hours up to that point at the end of overtime. So
I mean, like I said, because in college it's what you have overtime, regular overtime, and then if it's tied after that, it goes to what 2-point conversion.
No, they're over. They don't even have their overtimes are you get the ball to 25. You can either if you score, you can go for two, take the PAT, or if you don't score, the other team can just kick a field goal and win the game. Or if you just can just keep on going. Yeah, you can just keep on going. Yeah.
I thought it was if it's tied, then you go back and forth between 2-point conversions, and then whoever gets it first.
No, it's the 25-yard line. I'm pretty sure it's 20. Last time that I remember,
their own 25, or you start.
No. You start on the opponent. Yeah, the opposing.
Okay, so
25-yard line.
I just don't like
that
that
rule.
Yeah, I think that rule's I think that rule's good. I just don't like that they make the rules different for college and for NFL
Yeah.
because I think it makes the transition wonky. I think
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
definitely see a lot of rookies make some dumb mistakes, like
Mistakes,
especially
yeah.
with the kickoff returns. Like I think you just see a lot of rookies make dumb mistakes,
Mhm.
and it's not necessarily their fault because they've learned to play football one way for the past like 4 years.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say about this game. It was a good game. Good game to watch.
So I guess we can move on to Monday Night Football.
I didn't watch
Oh,
an
boy.
ounce of Monday Night Football. I can't tell you the last time I watched Monday Night Football.
I watched like beginning of the second half of the Dolphins Jets game, and I don't think I could watch. I don't think I really could have watched after the Tyreek Hill injury because I saw that happen live, and I was like, ooh. If you haven't seen the injury, you could probably find it on Twitter somewhere, but I will warn you, it is a very. You guys didn't see the injury?
No, I looked at it. I'm saying
Oh, you
I'm saying to the guy, don't look at it. It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
it's. I mean, unless you're like that interested, it's a pretty gruesome injury.
I mean,
don't
there's
have
definitely
any
worse
injuries.
injuries. Like the Nick Chubb injury from when he got injured was disgusting. Watching the Tank Dell injury live last year was, oh my
Also
god,
disgusting.
Yeah.
that I think the Tank Dell injury was probably the worst I've ever seen happen live.
Hmm.
Well, seeing this one live was like, I thought I was just seeing things at first because it just, if you looked at it like very quickly, it just kind of looked like his leg was facing the wrong way, and
Yeah.
like it was kind of hard to see. But then they slowed it down and you see it, and it's like you see blood on the sideline because of how like his knee dislocated.
Yucky.
Regardless, a gnarly injury, and prayers up to Tyreek Hill, I guess.
Prayers up to his kids.
Prayers
The
up to
10 of
his
them.
kids and his 15 baby mamas.
Yeah. He's
Mhm.
gonna be spending a lot of time at home. They're gonna be seeing the fist.
I think it was. I do think I will say I did think it was pretty funny how he was getting carted off and he was like very. It looked like he was like he was somebody set him free.
Okay,
Yeah, pretty much.
so he just got fucking doing now.
I do think it was pretty funny. His leg is like facing the complete wrong way, but he's just so happy to not have to play Dolphins football anymore. But yeah, just Dolphins got their first win. Jets remain winless. Justin Fields had a pretty good had a pretty decent game. Yeah, it wasn't enough, and that's about all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, Jets suck. Um, yeah.
Poor Aaron Glenn, because it is not his fault.
No,
He
no.
was
I
just,
It's
mean,
the Jets.
handed a shitty team.
yeah, it's really tough, man. I sent you guys a post on Instagram, and it was like the last three, like what being a Jet coach does to you, and it was like Todd Bowles, Robert Saleh, and fucking Aaron Glenn. All their faces are like the same. They're just like, oh, this is torture.
And none of them bad coaches, just in a bad system.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, Robert Sala's a great defensive coach, but he just got put with a shitty fucking team.
Yep.
No,
I mean,
Robert Saleh's a bitch. Fuck Robert Saleh.
I don't know if I told this story, but like my dad has been a lifelong Jets fan. But after they fired Robert Saleh, that was his breaking point. Like he just roots for football to happen on some days now. Like he does not care what happens to the Jets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which I mean, when you watch the football for that long and you just lose it, then I mean,
Tough.
that's tough.
And
Bengals.
yeah, I think we got one game, and I did not watch a single bit of this. So
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, the Bengals suck. They really do. They just their offense was not there. Even Jamar Chase got fucking locked up like by Pat Surtain and by really everyone. They played him
Riley
really good.
Moss.
Yeah, Riley Moss. They let a white guy.
locked up by Riley.
Yeah.
I know someone who's.
Oh, I know.
I know
Yeah,
somebody else. I know someone else that gets locked up by Riley.
we know someone.
Shout
that
out, Vinny.
Shout out Vincent Joseph Sullivan. He loves getting locked up by Riley.
full fucking league.
Vincent Joseph Francis Sullivan.
Not the
Lives
confirmation name.
Lives at 23.
Social security number 04.
Oh my God! But yeah, no, like the Broncos, he played a great game. Offensively, they did great. Defensively, they did great. Yeah, they're a good team. And the Bengals suck.
Hey everyone, it's your boy JT, and we're going to take a quick break to talk a little bit about something that fuels this show and keeps us sharp through those late night recording sessions and intense editing. Dubby Energy. If you're like me, you need that extra kick to stay focused, whether you're gaming, grinding on a project, or just trying to get through the afternoon slump. But you don't want all that sugar, the weird jitters, or that inevitable crash, right? That's where Dubby comes in. This isn't your typical canned sugar rush. Dubby is a clean, focused energy formula that comes in incredible flavors such as Dragonade and Dub Sludge. It's designed to give you that smooth, sustainable energy you need without all the bad stuff. It's got zero sugar, a great blend of vitamins, and no artificial coloring. It's the best way to power up your day and your game. We absolutely love it, and we know you will too. And because you're a listener of this show, Dubby is hooking you up. Use our special code Loaf of Milk at checkout to get 10% off your entire order. That's 10% with our code LOAFOFMILK at dubby.gg. Give yourself a serious focus upgrade. Try Dubby today. And now, back to the podcast. Ravens flock, let's fly.
All right, and I think that wraps up week 4.
Yeah. Considering how much time we spent on week 4, we'll probably just speed run through our picks for week 5. All right. Thursday Night Football, Rams-Niners.
Rams.
All right, perfect. Vikings on 31-2-3.
Vikings.
Dude,
I want to pick the Browns so bad.
Actually,
I think it would be hilarious if they won.
It would no doubt be funny, but like
it would be so fun. But well, here's the thing. I think the Browns' defense is still really good, and considering how the Vikings played last week, I don't know how comfortable I am with them.
Maybe if Joe Flacco isn't starting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If Joe Flacco is starting, or if Joe Flacco isn't starting.
If he's not.
Yeah. If he's not starting, then yes. And I'm kind of just going off the tense that he is not starting. But if he is, then I'll go with Vikings. But right now, I think that Dylan Gabriel is going to start. I'm going to pick the Browns.
Okay.
So.
All right. Next game, Raiders Colts. This is our Colts.
Yeah, Colts.
It's the Colts. It's the Colts.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Congratulations, Daniel Jones. You earned my respect for this week. You earned my respect. You earned my respect to beat one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Giants Saints. Giants.
G-Men.
Perfect. Next one, Cowboys Jets.
Cowboys.
Jets are going 0-5.
Yeah, Cowboys, but I would not be surprised if Justin Fields goes crazy, just because I don't think Dallas' defense is that good at all.
Don't sleep on Khair Elam.
I am snoozing. I am hitting the snooze button on Khair Elam every time I get.
Sleep on you instead.
He sleeps right back.
Honk shoe.
All right.
Broncos Eagles.
Ooh, I think I gotta take the Birds here still.
Yeah, in Philly, I think I'm just gonna take the Eagles.
I'm a believer this week.
Wow.
I'll take the Broncos. It'd be funny.
All right, fair enough.
I think that they genuinely have a chance of winning.
I agree.
Yeah, I could see it.
Next game, Panthers Dolphins.
Nobody wins this game.
I also took Panthers.
I will pick the Panthers, but I think anybody that
turns
on this, I think anybody that turns on this game, I think you're losing, and just in life in general.
Yeah, that's fair. Ravens Texans.
I'm not going first.
Is Lamar confirmed not playing this week? Are we confirming that?
It's not. All right. By the sounds of it, he's not going to play. He's doubtful. I would say that he's not going to play.
Here's the thing: if Lamar somehow manages to play this week, I'm picking the Ravens, and I'm not thinking twice about it. If he doesn't, it's hard to really pick the Ravens at that point.
I
I
agree.
think.
Like, listen, like we still have a great team. I mean, do you think we have a better team than the Texans still without Lamar and all these injuries? Maybe, probably.
Maybe
I
it's
think
just
our I don't know, man.
it's hard. It's hard. It's just like your defense is banged up too. It's like trust me, nobody wants more than me right now to say that the Texans are gonna get fucking their face wiped on the ground.
Mhm.
But it's just I don't know the injuries, man.
I agree.
Will, what do you think?
Been a long time since a white guy threw the football in Baltimore,
Yep.
and I
It's been 8
believe in it.
years.
I believe in bring Cooper Rush, let him do it. He'll be great. He'll win. I mean, they still have a good offense.
See,
Like
this
even with Lamar out, like they still
Yeah.
have Derrick Henry and
Mhm.
Zay Flowers
So-
and
But the
whatever's
Texans
left of
the
D-Hop.
Texans defense is just crazy though.
Mhm.
And I don't want to undersell that. Like
Mhm.
they're just like they're just too good.
The only thing that I would say about this game is this is gonna if Cooper Rush is playing, this is gonna be the game that Derrick Henry is gonna get his touches, because there's no way we're gonna have Cooper Rush throw the ball 30 times.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you guys want to win this game, Derrick Henry needs to
Show
turn
up.
back the clock to his Titans days and just shit on the Texans.
I think he's going to. I think this is a good game for him.
You know what?
You know,
Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Cooper Rush. Let's
yes, I
let's
convinced
put it
John.
in.
Let's go.
I was really on the fence with that, but you know what? I cannot in good faith pick the Texans game.
That's why I never choose the Chiefs to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next game we have Titans Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I think Kyler Murray's not it, but he's definitely it against the fucking Titans.
Yeah. But he better be. If they don't win this game, there's gonna be some very uncomfortable conversations.
Absolutely.
But yeah, give me the Cardinals. All right. Next game we got Bucks Seahawks. I think this is gonna be a close one.
I agree.
I think right now I have the Bucks, but I think this
Me
is gonna
too.
be a close one.
I have the Seahawks.
Mm,
And you know what? I don't hate that pick.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can see this going either way. I think it's probably gonna be. I think it's probably the best game so far.
they're at
Like,
home. You know, the the game of the 2018 quarterbacks, Panthers
Oh my
QB
God.
room from whatever year that was.
Yeah,
But,
23.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. These are both good teams. Yeah. I
Yeah.
believe in the Seahawks a little more, though. Let me some Sam Darnold.
So the next game after that we have Lions
A blowout.
Bengals.
Lions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give me Lions. Do you think I think the Lions probably hot take. I don't know. It's probably not a hot take, but I think the Lions put up like the most points scored by any
60.
team this season. They put like 60, 70, 60, 7. Did you like sneeze into your mic? What the fuck was that?
No, I was yelling into the mic. I guess it didn't get out.
It
No.
sounded like you sneezed.
No.
Oh yeah, but Lions. Then we have Commanders Chargers.
I'll always pick Herbo.
Yeah.
I
bolt
agree.
up.
Bolt up, baby. All right, and then we get to. I guess it's fitting. We end with the Bills game and the Jags game. So, Sunday Night Football, Patriots Bills.
I'll never
Will.
not choose the Bills.
I'm choosing Will.
I will choose the Bills as well. The Buffalo Wills.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if it's a close game, though.
Listen, I'm here. I'm here for a good game, but I'm just here. But I'm also here for the Bills to win. So.
We're wearing our rivalry uniforms this week.
Oh
Hell yeah.
yeah. Dude, those uniforms are really cool.
I love them. At least
The
they're not
whiteouts.
Snow. It better snow.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
in October.
Yeah, you never know in Buffalo. like-
Artificial snow. They just put anthrax on the fucking field.
Well, they're asking all the fans to like wear like completely
White.
white, and they're gonna give everyone like white towels. So
They put fucking asbestos on the field and they called it a day.
that sounds great. That sounds like my type
Oh,
of
man.
game.
Honestly, you know what? Probably better playing conditions than ever playing on MetLife Field.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. I'd rather play in like -8 degrees than play in MetLife.
I agree. My ACLs would agree too. And then that leaves Monday Night Football, Chiefs versus Jags. I'll let you guys go first.
I'm gonna pick the hot team here. I'm gonna pick the Jags, man. At home, I think Duval County is gonna be exploding. They're gonna want their revenge.
Will, what do you
I
think?
mean, this is a hard game because while the Jags have been playing well, like have they played any tough teams yet? Like is
I
this their
mean-
first like really tough game?
I mean, if you want to count the Niners,
yeah, the Niners were 3-0.
Oh no, I think that the Niners are shit. I think that the Niners are the worst three. I made this very clear.
yeah. I mean,
Well,
they're,
there's difference between the worst 3-0 team and shit.
But like,
yes, the Chiefs are the hardest team that they've played so far.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a lot of teams you can say that about. Like you can say that about the Bills. The Bills have had a pretty easy schedule besides Week 1.
Yeah.
The Colts too. Like there's a lot of teams that have good records. I mean, I don't even know what the Niners schedule looked like before.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
like
remember.
I don't know, but I mean I have the Chiefs for this one just because it seems like they're starting to get their footing back. Satan's awake and looking for them to win, but I really hope the Jags do win, just as a D1 Chiefs hater
Fuck the
and
Chiefs.
for the sake of John. But I got the Chiefs for now, but I hope to be proved wrong. I went 7-8 with my picks last week, so I need 9.
Well, I mean, last week I went 11-4. And you know what? I picked the Jags last week, and I'm picking the Jags this week, and I'm picking the Jags every week I get the opportunity to. I'm really looking forward to this game, honestly. I think this is the game where, like, you know, put the league on notice, make a statement, do whatever you got to do. I think this is the game that Travis Hunter like really gets utilized a lot. It just feels like a fitting time for for everything to click for him, and I think it's just going to be a really fun game to watch, and I'm all things considered pretty pumped about it, and I haven't really felt that way about a Jags game in a while, so just I it's going to be a tough one, and it might be an ugly one, but you know what, I'm here for it, and I'm going to ride with my team, and I'm going to ride with my boy Trev to the end of the line. We've made it this far. What's the worst that can happen?
Aziz Al-Shair.
A good thing he's not on the Chiefs, and we already played it. Bum ass. He had another 30 hit this week too.
I hate that guy.
Bless
Thank you.
I agree. Fuck Aziz, and also fuck Patrick Mahomes.
But yeah, that's our Week 4 recap and our Week 5 predictions. So before JT gives his James Winston wisdom, if you like this episode, then please consider subscribing. Drop a like down below. Let us know if you're enjoying these episodes. If you want another little special football episode where we talk about something that isn't just like a recap, then let us know in the comments. Be sure to use code Loaf of Milk at w.gg for some good old energy. Having a rough day or you just need something to focus. W's your brand. We love it and we know you will too.
Hell yeah.
So JT, you want to give us your some wisdom?
All right, here we go, guys. All right. So, I said, "Are you strong?" You know what they said? They said, "I'm strong if you strong," and then I said, "We strong," and then
Lock in.
Get it together, Jit.
you know, guys.
This is
There's a white boy.
serious.
There's a white boy in Detroit that I really admire, named Eminem. He said, "You only get one chance. Do not miss your chance to blow." I rally the troops because we are about to go to war. and this is the last thing I gotta say about us, right? Represent the names on our back. Represent the names on your helmet. Well, we got no decal, so represent the loaf of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, Carton Crew. We'll see you next week.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.